Hey there and welcome back to the channel. Now if you're new here, thank you so much for popping in. If you like a little bit of travel, a little bit of lifestyle, and you're a little bit of a tech nerd just like me, then you're in the right place. Subscribe so that you'll always be notified when I put up new content. And today's your lucky day because it just happens to be another one under the tech banner, but this time I'm not going to be talking about one gadget, not two. I've got 3 gadgets to show you. It's from the brand Nothing, and they just dropped their first ever flagship phone and their first ever pair of over-ear headphones. But first, let me do a quick introduction to the brand. Nothing is based in London and it was founded by Carl Pei. Now, Carl Pei is the co-founder of OnePlus, which was a subsidiary of Oppo. And then he branched out and did his own thing with Nothing. That was about 5 years ago, and by the middle of the next year, which was 2021, they launched their first ever product, the Nothing Ear One. It was a gorgeous pair of transparent wireless earbuds. There was so much hype about the launch that I too got sucked in and bought myself a pair. But this is a story for another day because they ended up in the water. I can't remember where. I think I got them wet and then I tried to dry them, and that was the last interaction I had with them until now. And from that very first product of those earbuds to the ones today, it is really easy to see that Nothing's approach is clean lines, simplicity, and curiosity. Their signature style, transparency. Now, apart from the brand new flagship Nothing Phone 3 and the Nothing Headphone 1, which were both revealed globally on the 1st of July, I've also got the Nothing 3A Pro, which is the more economical sibling to the 3. So there's plenty going on today, 3 gadgets to tell you about. We better get started. Let's go. So first up, design. Now both phones still look really iconic. You get that see-through back, the exposed screws, and a super minimal and clean look. The 3A Pro, which is this one, feels a little more playful. It's got this round camera island that looks kind of fun, unlike anything that you've seen out there. It's almost a remix of the Phone 1, which you can see here. It's still got those signature glyph lights that tell you what's happening on your phone when it's face down. These glyph lights are really what Nothing is known for. But if you move on to the Phone 3, you'll see that it looks very different in design. It's still got that transparency, and you can still see some of the exposed screws, but one thing that really stands out is that you'll notice that the iconic glyph lights are gone, almost disappeared. And it looks like there are 4 camera lenses on the back. Now, the other day, someone was holding my phone, taking a photo, and their finger was like this. And somebody else in the group was like, "Oh, you know, you're covering one of the lenses." And I said, "No, don't worry, the picture's gonna come out fine." That person wasn't actually covering the lens. The lenses are here, here, and here. And what this is what's happened to the glyph lights. This is now known as the glyph matrix. No more light strips. It is a full dot matrix of tiny LED lights. What does it do? Pretty much the same as the glyph lights before, except now you can do lots of customization. You can create various caller ID icons for friends, family, see what battery life you have back, and there are even mini games on the back of your phone, so you don't have to turn it around. There's rock, paper, scissors, and as well as a magic 8-ball, just in case you're lonely and you need to play on your own. Now there is this little white pad that you see on the back, and this is what activates the glyph matrix games. It allows you to scroll through your glyph toys as well. I couldn't actually figure out how it worked until I did some trolling online. It's a bit of a fiddly button to press, but you'll see that it just scrolls through the toys that you have selected to show on the back of your phone. A little bit gimmicky to press the button because I'm just kind of like, if I want to tell the time, I'm just going to flip my phone over, but it's great for notifications. What you can look forward to, this is just a rumor, don't take my word for it, is that a Tamagotchi style game is coming soon to the glyph matrix, so you'll be able to feed your phone. But here's what I'm really loving is the essential space. There is now a dedicated key that's just below the power button on the Phone 3 and the 3A Pro that lets you keep just the things you need, whether it's time, notes, the weather, voice recordings, screenshots, whatever it is, in a dedicated space. It's super clean, 0 distractions. The only thing that I don't like is that I keep on pressing the essential space button instead of the power button or the screen off button, and what that does is it keeps capturing random screenshots that are now in my essential space. So I've got to be very mindful when I'm searching for that button. What they could have done maybe is to move it a little bit further away so that you don't accidentally press that button, but once you get used to it, you get used to it. Now both the 3A Pro and the 3 come with that essential space key, so you have a choice between the 2 phones and the 2 prices. If you're someone who's super organized like me and are looking to have a place for everything and everything in its place, then you'll find this really, really handy. It's also handy if you're looking to cut down on that doom scrolling. Okay, let's move on to performance. Now both phones are fast. The 3 has a beefier chip inside, so it's better for gaming as well as video editing. But if you're just using your phone to scroll, to text, or to shoot content, then the 3A Pro does keep up really, really well. Camera-wise, both phones rock a 50 megapixel main shooter, a 50 megapixel selfie camera, but the 3A Pro zoom camera can sometimes pull in a little bit more light due to a larger sensor, so that's pretty impressive for its price. I'm just wondering why they didn't put that in the 3 as well. Okay, we're done with the phones. Now let's talk about this. These are the Nothing Headphone 1. First ever over-ear from Nothing, and wow, look at the design on that. You get the classic transparent cups, metal accents, vegan leather cushions, super comfy, and it feels really, really premium. No more swiping or weird gestures that you have to remember. It's all tactile. A volume roller, a toggle switch, and real buttons. This is your on-off switch down here. And I really love the fact that they've brought tactile buttons back, because I don't have to try and remember what gesture does what. Sound-wise, super clean, deep bass, crisp vocals, and that's probably thanks to their collaboration with KEF, which is a legit high-end audio brand. Active noise cancellation is good, maybe not Bose level, but strong enough to block out most external noise, maybe like crying baby on the plane or some construction that's going on outside your house. Battery life, 35 hours with ANC on, or if you don't want that ANC, it can go up to 80 hours. That's insane. So here's a quick wrap up of what I spoke about today. The Phone 3, best features, slickest UI, and that glyph matrix, which is super fun. Great for creators, multitaskers, and people who just like a little flair and like to be a little different. Having said that, the 3A Pro as well. Fantastic value, zoom lens surprise, and classic Nothing design without breaking the bank. As for their first headphones, well, if you're looking for something unique, something a little retro, these look like cassette tapes, and something that works to bring you the sound that you want at a price that is unbeatable, then the Headphone 1 is an easy choice. And that brings us to the end of another tech-filled episode. Now, Nothing is a pretty brand. It brings aesthetically gorgeous gadgets to the mass market. Let me know what you think. Are you a Nothing owner, or what is it you use? Or have you been thinking about picking up a Nothing phone or the new Nothing headphones? I'd love to know in the comments section. And remember to subscribe so that you get notified as soon as my next episode goes up. Have a good one.